bidding to complete a double for both Alan Merrigan, his rider, and Arthur Stevenson. 2 is Eton Rouge. John Bryan, best judge, the best turned out horse. 3 is General Chryson, ridden by Peter Hobbs. And 4 is Red Columbia, ridden by Jimmy Doyle. And here's how they're betting at them. And Suggest now 13-8. General Chryson 7-4. Red Columbia 7-2. And Eton Rouge 11-2. They're under starters' orders for the 19th running of the Greenall Whitley, and they're away. These winners of 21 of the 105 races between them, being led by what was adjudged the best turned out horse, Eton Rouge, from General Chryson, and Red Columbia, who was originally weighted with 7 stone 10 in the long handicap, and then Suggest, the back marker of the quartet. So they come to the first of the 18 fences. Eton Rouge, General Chryson, Red Columbia, and Suggest in this very testing ground at Haydock. And safely over it, Eton Rouge from General Chryson the grey, Red Columbia and Suggest matching strides. Going down the very heavy ground over on the far side here at Haydock. Eton Rouge from General Chryson, Suggest and Red Columbia. Now the plain one before the first of the ditches. Eton Rouge, General Chryson, Suggest and Red Columbia. Coming to the ditch now. Eton Rouge from General Chryson, Suggest and Red Columbia. Long run now to the first in the straight. The 2 national entries here. Eton Rouge, who's leading him, and Suggest, who's just shading Red Columbia at the moment. Eton Rouge, trained by Mercy Rimell, whose late husband Fred won this in 1976 with Royal Frolic. Bowling along in the lead. Jumps this from General Chryson, Red Columbia and Suggest. This will be the second last on the next circuit. Eton Rouge, General Chryson, Red Columbia and Suggest. Now the plain one, and then the second of the ditches. Eton Rouge to the right as we see them, General Chryson to the left, very close Red Columbia, and then Suggest. Now ditch. Eton Rouge, Red Columbia and General Chryson, and Suggest. Oh, Suggest just wasn't all that foot perfect there. Now the water. Eton Rouge from General Chryson, Red Columbia and Suggest. And a complete circuit now in this third of our major sponsored races, which started with the Tattersalls Mares Only Novices Chase Final. Tattersalls, incidentally, will be giving a 1.7 million bonus to owners of 2 races to be run in 1990 of horses sold at their High Flyer sales in October. And now in this first running under its present title of the Greenall Whitley Gold Cup, the 4-horse field being led by Eton Rouge from General Chryson, Red Columbia on the inside, and Suggest just the back marker of the quartet. Probably the most testing ground on the course now they're running through. Eton Rouge from Red Columbia, General Chryson and Suggest. A little bit sluggish at that one, Suggest. Eton Rouge from Red Columbia, General Chryson and Suggest. Red Columbia, a good jump there, goes right up on the outside, the far side of Eton Rouge, with the grey General Chryson on his outside, and then Suggest. Red Columbia, and a peck there by the grey General Chryson. Red Columbia and Eton Rouge disputing it from General Chryson. Then Suggest, the last of the ditches now. Eton Rouge and Red Columbia, General Chryson and Suggest. Now a long run to the first in the home stretch, which will be the third from home in this Greenall Whitley Gold Cup, worth 17,000 plus to the winner, 5,300 to the second, 2,580 to the third, and 1,190 to the fourth. Eton Rouge and Red Columbia from Suggest going stronger now, just in behind them, and then to the left of the picture as we see them, General Chryson. Eton Rouge and Red Columbia being pursued closely by General Chryson on the near side and Suggest on the far side, and still an open race as they run down now towards the second last. Eton Rouge from General Chryson, Red Columbia being shaken up, Suggest just in behind Eton Rouge as they come down to the second last. Eton Rouge with the advantage, lands in the lead from General Chryson. Suggest, Red Columbia made a mistake at that one. Coming down to the final fence now, Eton Rouge and General Chryson. General Chryson, the grey on the far side, Eton Rouge on the near side. These two from Red Columbia and are now fading Suggest at the final fence in the Greenall Whitley. General Chryson on the far side, Eton Rouge on the near side, Red Columbia back in third. Suggest is fourth, racing now towards the elbow here, and it's Eton Rouge on the near side, General Chryson on the far side, Red Columbia in third, racing up towards the line. Eton Rouge trying to win this for Mercy Rimell. The race her husband won in 1976, and Eton Rouge is going to win it as they come to the line. Eton Rouge striding away now, having made nearly all the running to win the Greenall Whitley Gold Cup very comfortably indeed, with General Chryson just holding Red Columbia on the line with fourth Suggest. And so the result, first number 2 Eton Rouge, owned by Mrs. Brown Jenks, trained by Mrs. Mercy Rimell, ridden by John Brown. Second was number 3 General Chryson, owned by Mr. M.C. Paradicus, trained by Josh Gifford and ridden by Peter Hobbs. And third was number 4 Red Columbia, owned by Mrs. J. Webster, trained by Wilma Mann and ridden by Jimmy Doyle. Fourth was number 1 Suggest.
That's number 2 Eton Rouge, 11-2. Second, number 3 General Chryson, 15-8. Third, number 4